Hello everybody, this is Superfang99. Before we begin, please make sure to like, comment, subscribe, and click the notification bell to be notified when I post a new video. With that out of the way, Cthulhu here has brought something that has been just released, the Dunwich Legacy Investigator expansion. Shout out, if anyone is in the Bay Area, to Gator Games. They always seem to have these like the day of, which I mean, I guess I shouldn't be surprised, but it's always super nice when they get them in exactly when Asmodee says they should be getting them. So anyway, if you are not familiar with this product, this is technically not a new product, but rather a re-release of some old content, repackaged in a very consumer-friendly package, I might add. The Dunwich Legacy was Arkham Horror, the card game's first big box expansion, and it came in 7 different products. First was a big box expansion that contained the first 2 scenarios, the Investigators, and then a bunch of player cards just to start out with. Not all of the player cards, mind you. And then the next 6 products were 6 Mythos packs, which completed the campaign and contained the rest of the player cards as well. This product coming in, I want to say at least 4 or 5 years after that one, has repackaged all of the player cards together in one nice box. The campaign for the Dunwich Legacy seems to be coming out at the end of April, if Asmodee is to be believed. So let's open this thing. I am very much looking forward to seeing what's in here because I'm wondering what has changed, if anything. They have said online that if you already have all of the player cards in the Dunwich Legacy, you should not need to get this expansion, which, I don't know, makes sense to me. But I want to see if anything has been updated. I've heard rumors, I'm not sure if these are actually rumors, of the fact that the new researched keyword has been eroded onto the cards, such as Strange Solution. I want to see if there's anything else like that, some quality of life improvement, if you will. All right, let's get this open. Here's the first pack of player cards. There's Zoe. Don't worry, I listened to comments. I'm going to be showing a close-up, if not a brief, if at least a brief close-up of all of the player cards as I take them out. Oop, let's get this out here. This is the insert. Oh, there's a nice sheet. The illustrious ad sheet. Always nice. Second one. And as always, do not forget the investor mini cards. Very, very important. All right. Let's put this aside. So I can already see brief description of this Investigator expansion. They do still have the rules for exile, of course. Yes, and they do include the research keyword right here. Very, very nice. See here, of course. Thank you, MJ. We love you. Just putting that out there. All right. Let's get to this. Well, okay. We can start with this, I guess. Ooh, what's new on the ad sheet? No, it's the same ad sheet. I want more ads. Put in like, I don't know. What is that? What is that new Game of Thrones game? Betwixt coming? I have no idea what that game is. Don't worry about it. Okay. I'll open these later. All right. Let's start with the Investigators. So one of the things I'm curious about, of course, pretty much confirmed that the research keyword is in there. What I'm wondering about, importantly, is if the player cards have been reordered to be in order anymore, or if they are going to retain their set number and set expansion icon. Because player cards used to come in Mythos packs, so they were technically part of that set. Actually, no, sorry. They don't have the encounter, like they don't have the Mythos pack symbol or whatever, but the numbers would be out of order because it would be jumping around past encounter cards, if that makes any sense. So here is Zoe, of course. She is the chef, and here is her deck building options. We, of course, have Zoe's Cross, her signature card, and Smite the Wicked, her weakness. Very nice. Here we have Rex Murphy. Oh, look, it's been misprinted. It doesn't have limit once per round. Ha 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 ha. Insert funny joke. If you don't know what I'm talking about, go read up on what the taboo list is. All right, there's Search for the Truth, and here is Rex's Curse. For reference, these do. If you've watched the Game Center unboxing I did, here's Jenny, of course. Here's the back of Jenny. I didn't actually show Rex's back. Let me show Rex's back. No fortune cards. No lucky for you, Rex. You're cursed. If you haven't watched the Game Center unboxing I did, go ahead and give that a watch if you want to see what those promo cards look like. But these ones do very much feel like the core box cards. They don't feel like the Game Center ones. They also feel like the right width, I want to say. Here's Jim. Poor old Jim. Honestly, I mean, your trumpet's like not bad. It's free heal, I guess. Not a bad weakness here. Final Rhapsody. Good old Duke. I mean, Ashcan Pete. Haha. Very nice. And of course, best boy Duke. This should really be the real Investigator card. I want to get Barkham. I don't want to have to pay $90 for Barkham. Game Center, are you hearing me? If you reprint Barkham, I will donate money to that charity myself, okay? Okay, and here we go with the player cards. So first we have Blackjack. Taunt. Very nice. Taunt is pretty good for Zoe. It's a pretty good level 0 card. Teamwork. This one just... God, Teamwork never really found its day in the sun, huh? We do have we have Black Market now, so that's nice. Oh, okay, the first indication. Yes, they do preserve their numbers. If you notice, this one has set number 18, and previously, of course, it was 17. This one jumped straight to 105, because yes, I believe that this one came out in the Miskatonic Museum. So, the numbers are not continuous. That is very important. If you're looking to organize your player cards by set number, going forward for the Mythos packs, they are not going to be continuous. They are, however, going to align exactly with what they were in the past. So, people who have had collections before, if you want to pick up one of these, no worries. The cards are fairly enough, as I can tell, exactly the same. Yep, because that's 147. And, whoop. Did I get too many of these? Yep, I did. 184. Prepare for the worst. Real staple. I didn't talk about Bandolier, but Bandolier is very good. If it bleeds. I forgot that this card existed, huh? Leadership. Man, I wish you were just a level 2 version of yourself. That would have been so good. Interesting. So they do actually separate them by level, at least. Yeah, these are all the level 0 ones, of course. Of course, still out of order. Here's Brother Xavier. So it's just, they changed the way they packaged them. They packaged all of the Guardian cards together instead of being in ascending order according to their set number. Brother Xavier, here is the level 2 Taunt, drawing lots of cards, potentially. 4 players drawing like 4 or 5 cards. Seems good. The illustrious upgraded Vicious Blow. I've missed you. I've missed you. Upgraded Stand Togethers. Very nice. You know, I don't really play this one that often. I usually just stick with the level 0 ones and never find myself having to upgrade them. Keen Eye. Would people say that this is the worst of the 3 XP permanents? Because obviously Higher Education is the best one. Huh. Springfield. Snipe. I want to try a Springfield build with the new taboo. Ooh, I've had worse level 4. A very good card. You can get a lot of resources off of it if you play your cards right. Monsters, level 5 Monster Slayer. God, the level 0 Monster Slayer is so much better. Man. And level 5 Lightning Gun. The classic. The big gun. The OG big gun. Before cards like Flamethrower. And of course the now very, very good Cyclopean Hammer. Alright, so those are the Guardian cards. Let's put those up here with Zoe. Let's move on to Seekers. Of course, we're starting with Lab Assistant. And we have our Strange Solution, the unidentified version. Of course, the upgraded versions are the ones that have the research keywords. So we'll check those out when we get to it. Shortcut. Oh my God, I've been missing Shortcut. I almost forgot that it was in Dunwich. This came out. Seeking Answers. Was this in the revised core? No, the upgraded Seeking Answers was in the revised core set. That's right. Here's I've Got a Plan. It's pretty good. Though I usually, these days, just take mind over matter, honestly. Art Student. I've never actually played with Art Student. Maybe she's good. I don't know. Preposterous Sketches. Of course, we have copies of this in the Harvey Walters Investigator pack. Inquiring Mind. Pretty good level 0 skill. Although it's a bit... I've had the there are no clues on your location condition a little too often, I want to say. Dr. William T. Mailson. I have not actually ever played with him. Just because, man, Dr. Milan Christopher is just so freaking good. It's so hard to say no to him. And now even Dr. Jeremiah Kirby is even so good as well. I don't know when I would ever actually just play Dr. William T. Mailson. Pathfinder, though. Oh my God, level 1 Pathfinder. So good. Hey, Monterey, what are you doing here? You weren't in this cycle yet? Expose Weakness. What the heck is this card? I don't even remember that this card even exists. Wow, this is crazy. Okay. Oh, level 2 Deduction. Oh, I need you. You are so freaking good. What are you looking at? You'll notice, of course, that the deduction is using the old art. So no revised art in this product. So far, everything has been exactly the same. Here is Higher Education. A very broken card. Well, not broken. It's just really good. Got tabooed to be like 8 XP at one point. Now it's down to 6. All right, here's the Strange Solution. That's right. And they all do say researched. Very nice. So here's the Restorative Concoction. You see it's oh, look, the text is so much better. It's so nice and clean. Just researched. So good. Ah, the Acidic Ichor. The one that can make Seekers do anything they want. And the Freezing variant. I don't know if this one's been used that often. Now that Acidic, it's just 3 damage is sometimes all you need. Deciphered Reality. This card has cool art. It's really hard to play, though. It's 5 XP, too, for an event. Very situational event at that. It's kind of rough. All right, those are the Seeker cards. Next up, we have the Rogue cards. Liquid Courage. This is in this expansion? Wow. Level 0 Liquid Courage. It's pretty good horror healing. Obviously, Carolyn Fern loves it. Think on Your Feet. This one's an interesting card. I've used it sometimes. I do like the upgraded Think on Your Feet. Since it can, work with hundreds and such, but this is really hard to use. The level 0 version, at least. Double or Nothing. I've never been able to play with this card. I've never actually tried it either. Obviously, I know I have read up and researched what you can do with this card. There's a reason that they banned it. This is the one card that they banned on the taboo list. By the way, if you're listening and you're new, the taboo list is optional, okay? It is optional. But this is the only card that's banned on the optional list. I wonder why. All right, we got Contraband. Ooh. Contraband's pretty good. A little expensive. And it's pretty slow. But if you can get it off, it's pretty good. I'm out of here. Ooh, when I play the Forgotten Age, this card saves people. This card does save people. Lone Wolf. I'm always surprised at which cards came out in which of these early sets, since I wasn't there at the beginning when these came out, but Lone Wolf, wow. Pretty key for solo players right there. It's always active. Quick thinking. Ah, so good. I love me some quick thinking. Pretty good card in Silas. Joey the Rat. Joey the Rat. I've never played the level 0. One of my friends has played the level 2 version in a Bob Jenkins deck that is going nuts right now, just recycling the Eon chart over and over again, but seems out pretty okay. Okay, we got some Hired Muscle. Good for a Leo Anderson deck. Lots of allies, cheap allies. Let's see what else. It's pretty good for Dark Horse because he can basically pay for himself and keep your Dark Horse online without having to forego the resources. Adaptable, pretty situational, but I've heard a lot of rogue players say that pretty much they always get adaptable no matter what, even for campaigns they're going in blind with. But I still prefer to get adaptable for key text scenarios, key cards I need. For example, if I was going into Innsmouth and, we wanted to pick up the pocket telescope for horror and high gear, I suppose, you could pick up adaptable to switch it in for the cheap. All right, there's only one copy of the level 2 Switchblade there, so now we're moving on to the next set of cards. All right. Level 2 Switchblade. So good. Have you ever tried this in Tony Morgan? Holy crap. Lucky dice. I feel like this used to be a pretty cool it says non-auto fail. That's right, they eroded it to be that way. That's right. Oops. Leveled up Opportunist. Still not too good, but works pretty well in some skill-based decks. Think about Silas or Winifred, of course. She likes this. Winifred does like that. Streetwise, pretty damn good. Pretty much one of the cards that can make Preston Fairmont function. If you don't go big money, of course. Ace in the Hole. Pretty good. Obviously, this has been part of some degenerate play styles where you can do infinite turns, but they managed to taboo that out. And the Chicago Typewriter. I've actually never played with this gun. You may spend any number of additional actions when you perform this attack. You get +2 for this attack for each action spent, and this only deals +2 damage. This is back when rogues just needed help with their combat. Spending more actions doesn't give you more damage. That being said, it is just one action, +2 and +2. That's what a chainsaw does, and it has 4 uses. Maybe it's not so bad. Yeah, if you're fighting against the boss monster, you really need that boost. Maybe. The gold pocket watch. I just realized I have 2 copies of this. Okay, so interesting. I'm not sure if this was only corrected later, because I thought that they would have corrected it for this, but there are 2 copies of this exceptional asset. And if you don't know, you can only have 1 copy of an exceptional asset in your deck. And I know that, when the game was first coming out, they used to do this, where they would have 2 copies of the exceptional card no matter what. I think it got changed. I want to say Circle and None Dream Eaters. I can't not confirm that. Please let me know in the comments if you know that. But just to be aware, you're getting double your worth for gold pocket watches. Also, what was that other exceptional card? The Lucky Dice. That's right. I completely glazed over that. Yeah. Interesting. All right, those are the rogue cards. Rogues got some pretty good ones. They still don't have lockpicks, but if you pick up the revised corset, you will get lockpicks. 1, it's great for rogues. Jenny seems pretty good at handling. Rite of Seeking, level 0. The beginning. At first we had Shriveling, now we have Rite of Seeking. All we need to do is get to the Forgotten Age, and get Mr. Rillier, and we'll have the full package. Or you can just buy the Jack and Fine starter deck, of course. Ritual Candles. Oh, man. I honestly thought, I wish that I thought better of this card. It, seems good, but I don't know. Clarity of Mind. Heal Horror. Yep. Delve Too Deep. Did you know that sometimes you can delve too deep? In this case, though, never. Always delve. I'm just kidding. Delve Too Deep is a very divisive card, I should say. Maybe I'll have a thing to talk about that. Maybe not. Hypnotic Gaze. This card, I used to play with this card in Diana Stanley. It's way too expensive, man. Yeah, it's way too expensive. And it's like, you add the 2 extra cost to potentially get it to damage itself. It's not worth. Defiance level 0, obviously very good for Silas because you can just name the Chaos Token, and if it doesn't happen, you can just pull it back. And also, even if it does happen, you can pull it back because of the weird timing rules for his ability. Pretty good. I did not know that Alyssa Graham was in this expansion. What the frick? Wow. Okay. Gloria Goldberg, eat your heart out. Moonlight Ritual. Oh right. Because Alyssa Graham and I think the Blood Pact, is it called? Yeah, they have cards that add Doom to things. Although Jim doesn't interact with Doom at all, so I have no idea what's going on. What if Jim, like, what if Jim was Marie Lambeau? That's the real question. What the frick is this card? Bind Monster. Okay. I've never played that card before. Song of the Dead. My poor boy Jim. This is the best weapon you got. I'm so sorry, Jim. Alright, Fearless. Fearless is pretty good, especially if you've got a lot of trauma. Mental trauma, that is. Level 3 Shriveling. Booyah. Getting all ready with those upgrades. Was level 5 Shriveling in Carcosa? I think it was. Alright, Blood Pact. Blood Pact. Very nice. Oh, I didn't know the Jewel of Aureolus was in this one. I like the Jewel of Aureolus. It just basically means that if someone draws an auto fail, I can just be like, hey, thank you. Rider Seeking level 4. Oh, of course, yes. I forgot that this was in here. Very expensive, but very worth it. 3 clues. If you're playing in a 3-player game, that is amazing. Oh, and level 5 Shriveling. Oh, yeah. All right, so now we have all of the cards of Shriveling. I can't remember. Oh, of course. Level 2 Rite of Seeking came later, but also is in the revised core set. So now I have all levels of Rite of Seeking. So that's great. And level 5, Ward of Protection. The card that was not good enough, they made a level 2 version of it that was even better. That's so ironic. Fascinating. All right, those are the Mystic cards. All right, we're on to Survivor. After Survivor, of course, will be our neutrals and our basic weaknesses. We have the Fire Axe. Very good for Dark Horse build, which I do believe is also in this set. Peter. Oh, Peter, my boy. Peter's so good. Bait and switch. What the frick? I've never played with this card. Maybe Rita, I guess. Level 0. Oops. Oh my god, this card sucks. Maybe I should try it out. Oh, maybe I'll try it out. Newspaper. Newspaper can be pretty good. Depends on the scenario. If you have a scenario where you're spending clues a lot, like Midnight Mass, for example, could be pretty good. Rise to the occasion. Yeah. Honestly, not so good for Ashcan Pete, because if I recall, when you investigate or fight with Duke, your base value is now 4. So this doesn't help you unless you're fighting against a 6 fight or 4 or 6 shroud thing. But I guess if you're investigating normally, then this can basically give you Duke numbers, if that makes any sense. Dark Horse. What a pivotal card. Honestly, this like cards are just built around this card. It's so good. It's not even, I don't know, like, it's so impactful. This card is like one of like I want to say like pivotal cards. That'd be a cool list. Dark Horse. Chance Encounter. Very weird card, but can do some pretty funky things with it. Level 1 Fire Extinguisher. It's so ironic that the level 3 one in Into the Earth is just so much better than this one. Like, I don't think there's ever a reason to just get the level 1 one. Just go straight to level 3. Flare, though, pretty good. Very good, in fact. Flare. Obviously so good in last scenario because exiling doesn't matter. But even then, paying that 1 XP to just get a free ally, it's so good. What the heck is this card? Lure. Oh my god. So weird. Upgraded Padar, yes. So good. Oh my god, Peter is so good. I love Peter. Survival Instinct. Upgraded one. Yeah, pretty good. It's like a Missile Roulier. And kind of like an upgrade. It's like the newly tabooed elusive almost. You just gotta succeed and evade. Pretty cool. Stroke of Luck. So auto success unless it was an auto fail. 2 XP exile. Maybe. Scrapper though. Scrapper is the fairest. I would want to say fairest of the permanents. I know it got tabooed to be 4 experience, but I personally think that Scrapper was right where it needed to be. Aquanaut. That's right. This was yours. Yeah, Aquanaut. You're fine, I guess. But just compare it to Peter. Compare it to Peter. Aquanaut, I'm so sorry. Try again. Wow. Was the level 1? Where was the level 1 one from? Was that from Stella Clark or was that an Infinite? I honestly can't remember. I just know that like, yeah, it's a Silas effect, right? But only if you fail. And it's after you fail. Interesting. Yeah, I don't know. All right, and those are the survivor cards. Let us move on now to the neutrals. We have our Kukri. I don't know anyone who has actually played this card. Takes 2 actions to deal +1 damage. It seems really bad. Can please tell me if you've ever played this card and if you found it to be good? Maybe in like a multi-action borrowed time deck? I don't know. Maybe? Smoke and Pipe. This one's pretty niche. I usually use it in Mark Harrigan to heal his horror, take a damage, and then draw a card. Painkillers. Pretty good. Obviously, a very good use of them is to effectively move damage or horror from you to soak. Because, like, you just played the soak, for example. Find clothes. Right. Parlay. What parlays are in this campaign? Dr. Francis Morgan. What are the other parlays? Is there a parlay in Essex? No. Miskatonic University? No. Blood on the Altar? No. Undimensioned Unseen? No. Where Doom Awaits? No. Lost in Time and Space? No. What? Why was this card in here? This was for one scenario? It didn't even come out of the base campaign. What was this doing here? Parlay was much more useful in Carcosa, I want to say. Please, like, let me know if there's parlays at Dunwich. I really want to know. Emergency Cash level 2. I believe that they added this to the revised core set. Did they? I think so. Yes, they added it to revised core set. I think they did. And of course, they added Relic Hunters and Charismas. Relic Hunters and Charismas. Very key cards for them. For anyone, in fact. What the frick is this card? Moment of Respite. Play only if there's no enemies in your location. Heal 3 horror and draw a card. Huh? 3? Someone tell me if they've made a deck with this and if it's worked. Please tell me. And please tell me why you spent 3 XP on it. Red Gloved Man. I researched where you came from. I was like, what the frick, you came in Dunwich? I never realized you were even there. He was never there. God. Part of some ridiculous combos. But like on the surface of it, he's like fine, if not good. But like if you can find a broken combo with him, he will make it broken. Pretty good with people like low numbers, Preston, Amanda, Calvin. All right, here are our weaknesses. We have Indebted. Very basic weakness. I like getting Indebted because it means that I can just draw and just never worry about a basic weakness. I just need to find my personal weakness and then I'm done. And of course, we have Internal Injury and Chronophobia. Such classics These ones always seem to show up. These are basically classics, and you're like, oh, okay, I'm okay if I got this. And when you draw it, you're like, okay, this is fine. And then when it's dealt you like 3 horror, you're like, I'm gonna die. Pretty good weaknesses, designed at least. All right, let's open these up as well. I want to see what they look like. Of course, we have Zoe, Rex, Jenny, Jim, and Ashcan, sorry. All right. Well, that is the Dunwich Legacy Investigator expansion. I'm going to go sleeve these up, and you can keep watching if you wish to watch me do that. However, if you don't, you can just go ahead and sign off now. Please remember to like, comment, subscribe, and click the notification icon to be notified when I post a new video. Until then, this has been SuperFang99, signing off. All right, welcome back, and let's do this. Again, as I've said previously in the Game Center video, if you are still here, you really are my kind of people. I figured at this point in time, I'm not going to be talking too much, but I guess I might as well go over some thoughts I had. First of all, I do really appreciate these new repackaging of these campaign cycles. FFG or Asmodee or whoever does this, expansion stuff. If you're listening, it worked. This is the reason why I'm getting these products now. It's because previously the Mythos packs were just... they didn't work for the Arkham LCG. I understand why they work for things like, Netrunner or... what's the other one? Legend of the Five Rings, or even Marvel Champions. They work because those things are meant to be somewhat, at least, somewhat modular. Right? You like, who do I like playing today? Oh, Vision. He has like a ton of cards that are just for him. If I understand things correctly. Please correct me if I'm wrong, by the way. But, and also, like, the structure is very different. It's very one-shotty. If you catch my drift. Like you're playing against what's a good example? Thanos? No, Thanos was his own thing, right? You know what I mean? It was very episodic. Would that be the right term? Like there was basically no story until you get to the big box expansions, like Rise of the Red Skull, at least from what I understand. I have not played Marvel Champions, but that's what I understand. Arkham is not like that. Arkham is a continuous story that if you're missing one of the packs, you literally cannot play the game. And so I am very thankful for the people at FFG or Asmodee who decided to switch it up and abandon the Mythos pack model. It's still an LCG, right? I don't think that LCGs in and of themselves have to be beholden to the Mythos pack model for them to be LCGs. And I also don't think that even though the episodic hype of Mythos packs coming out did generate a lot of, cool player community building, I do think that at a certain point, this was not necessarily inevitable, but the old model would just enfranchise old players deeper and deeper until the player base eventually lost itself. With this, people can kind of just get in where they need to get in, right? Like they don't need to buy 7 different products to get a complete experience. So I'm very glad they did it. Obviously, I'm a relatively new player, so I might have differing opinions. Let me know if you think that, this model is the dumbest thing that FFG has ever done or whatever. I would respectfully disagree. But it is what it is. It's the new way. And so far, I'm very glad. All right. Again, as I said, I don't know how much I'm going to be talking through this. I actually also just received Machinations Through Time. So I might want to do a standalone through that. Let me know if you want to see a standalone of that. I was thinking I might play Ashcan through it. Obviously, it is epic multiplayer, and like there is some significant differences between the single and the group multiplayer, like in say Labyrinths of Lunacy. But I'm willing to try it out if people want. Let me know in the comments if you want to see Machinations Through Time, like an actual solo playthrough. Obviously, I cannot give you the group experience. Oh man, it'd be fun to go to Gen Con. Or I guess Arkham Knights is when they actually revealed this one. Alright. This one's going to be the slowest part of this because I have to sleeve everything too. I only sleeve, in terms of player cards, I only sleeve the Investigators, the signatures. And the reason I sleeve the signatures is because I have different colors for each of the classes. The signatures will never, ever go in anyone else's deck. So I know precisely what class they will ever be in, aka the class of the Investigator themselves. And so I can sleeve them. Any other cards can technically go in any class of deck, specifically the level 0 cards. And I figure, like, if I'm not sleeving the level 0 cards, I don't know why I'm sleeving the level 5 cards, so no point really to do that. Alright. I do, however, always sleeve cards that can never go in a deck, like shuffled in a deck. For example, permanents and some bonded cards. When I eventually get to the Dream Eaters, a good example would be what's it called? Essence of the Dream. A Dream? The Dream? I can't remember. And yes, I am sleeving Duke in red. Technically possible for Duke to go in Ashcan's deck. I'm sorry if it ever happens to you. The only worst thing about that would be if Duke somehow got sacrificed to Yogg-Sothoth. Spoilers. Okay. All right, those are all the player cards. I can put this away now. Sorry, those are all the Investigators. Don't need these anymore. Don't need these anymore. However, I will need these white ones, because we do have some permanents. All right. So we have 2 copies of Indebted. These are going to go here. I tried putting 2 sleeved cards in one pocket. It was fine, but kind of just stretched it out a little too much for my comfort. But for unsleeved, I can get as much as like 4 up in there, maybe 6. 6 is pushing it just a little much. All right. I will need this later. That's right. All right. So next we have Chronophobia. Wait, what? Oh, Until Andrew should go first. Oops. Come on. So on the set number ordering thing, I'm only slightly sad. I understand that some people who've, organized this game themselves prefer. Oh, I didn't even. What the frick? What am I doing? I didn't sleeve Ashcan's thing. Sorry, Ashcan. Let me quickly do that. Like, obviously, I would have preferred if the numbers had changed to actually be contiguous, like they did, like in the revised core, where all the level 0 Guardian cards and then the upgraded ones go in a continuous order. But, it is what it is. It's just the way that I sort, it's slightly inconvenient. But it is what it is. Okay. All right, so that is done with this binder. Next, we're going to do Guardian. Actually, let's do the neutrals first. That is this pile. All right, these are the neutrals. Okay. I need level 0. There. Here are level 0s. Level 0 assets. Starting here. We, of course, have Kukri. Smoking Pipe. Painkillers. Fine Clothes. There are more assets? No. These are the upgraded emergency cash level 2s, which I believe the revised core does already have. Yep. This will go behind. All right. Then we have the permanents. So these ones I do sleeve because they're permanent. If you didn't notice already, I prepared these binders beforehand. All right, so we need 2 more, of course, for our relic hunters. All right, and then who do we have? That's right. Moment of Respite, which I guess we'll go here. I didn't think this through. Huh. That's fine. We'll just put them here for now. Are there any other neutral level 3 events? I don't think there are. Okay, then that works. I'm just going here then. Then we have the Red Gloved Man. Good old Red Gloved Man. All right, there are the neutrals. Let us move on to Guardian. I continue to thank you if you are sticking around. Thank you so much for sticking it through this. All right. What do we got? We got blackjack. Okay, so I need to figure out what goes here. So I'll be right back. Never mind. Geared Up is the only level 0 Guardian asset from Edge of the Earth. How about that? All right. Oh, wow, that was fast. There's only one there too? Okay. All right. Taunt. Oh, right. The assets might have come later. 2 more. Actually, I don't know. Yeah, this is why this confuses me. Yeah, the numbers start to jump. Okay, well, yeah, Bandolier then goes back. Okay. Prepare the worst. So glad that I finally have prepared for the worst in my collection. If it bleeds. A lot of events. Didn't realize there were so many events. Where are all the assets? We got 2 so far. Leadership. Okay, next we have Brother Xavier. That's level 1. And oh, don't have a page for level 1 assets. Okay. We have more binder pages. Level 2 taunt. Level 2 vicious blow. Okay. Next is level 3 stand together. Here we are. Level 3 keen eye. All right, these ones I do need to sleeve because they are permanent. Right. Springfield, level 4. Level 4, I've had worse. Oh, right. I already have these. Level 5 Monster Slayer. Should go with the 1-2 punch. Yep. And of course, level 5 Lightning Gun. Pew pew. All right, so there is Guardian. Next, let's do Seekers. Here we go. So, here's the Seekers. We are, of course, starting with Lab Assistant, which we already have copies of. Right there. Next, we have Strange Solution. Shortcut. Seeking Answers. We don't already have that, do we? No. Do we? No. I've got a plan. Again, apologies for not talking too much over this part. Don't really have much to talk about. I could turn this into ASMR again, as I've said. That'd be fun. Acquiring Mind. Okay, now we're on to level 1. So, level 1, Pathfinder. Okay. Expose Weakness. What a weird card this is. Seriously. Level 2 Deduction. That's a card. Higher Education. Okay. Come on. Okay. So I believe this should go here. And here. All right, now the Strange Solutions will go here. Yeah, here. And then, if I did this correctly, the Return to Dunwich Strange Solution should be the next one on the next page. And there it is. Nice. Level 5. Decipher Reality. Oh, we don't have a page for you yet. Let's get that in there. there any other level 5 secret events? Am I wasting a page for this? Let me know. All right, that is secrets. We are a little more than halfway there. All right, next are rogues. And that is these. So first we have Liquid Courage. And that goes right here. Think on your feet. Double or nothing. That's never coming out of there. Unless, of course, I'm playing non-taboo, which I guess at this point I technically am still doing, just because I just have such a limited collection. Eventually I'll play taboo on this channel, but, you know. Playing without things like Enchanted Blade or, what's another good example? Better Allies, I guess. Although, if I do play Rex, like, Rex is the only taboo that I'm for sure doing no matter what. Just because he's freaking busted. And I know technically you're supposed to play with the whole taboo, but, you know, if I do that, I wouldn't mind. You know, once per turn William, sorry, Milan Christopher, I'm okay with that. Still good. Okay, level 1. Here we are. Oh, we now have both Liquid Courages. That's nice. I actually don't know if Liquid Courage 1 came in Winifred's originally or not. Oh, adaptable, okay. Permanents. Nice. Okay. Level 2 Switchblade. Right next to the big old red clock. Lucky dice. Okay, opportunist. So you are gonna go here. That's right. Streetwise. All right. Other permanents. I think they go here. Yep. So actually, I realized, or not realized, but I heard that they, like 2 days ago, just announced the re-release of Carcosa in the new expansion format. It's good. I'm glad that they're doing it. I hope that, like, you know, people aren't getting flooded with these. I personally, like, oh yeah, these are 2 copies of Ace in the Hole too, even though they're exceptional. Interesting. Like, I am totally for, like, getting the re-releases out as soon as freaking possible. And I hope that it doesn't cannibalize on the rest of Arkham. That would be really unfortunate if it did, because it would kind of disincentivize them from continuing the re-release as fast as they're doing it. That's Rogue, by the way. I really hope they keep going. Like, I want to see, like, 3 a year. Like, it seems like on their pace, they're about to get 3, if not 4. And, like, I want to, you know, I want the whole collection in, like, not 4 years. So, I'm very hopeful that they're able to release these as quickly as they can. And also, continuing to support the game. We're looking for Return to Dream Eaters. There's a little bit of a leak going on about the next cycle, potentially. I won't do any spoilers here. This is not this kind of channel. At least currently. Okay. Right of Seeking. But yes. So, FFG or Asmodee or whoever is doing this, please continue releasing these as quickly as you can. It really does help the new players. I don't know if you... Well, I hope that you fully understand, and I hope that the sales are reflecting this as well, that this is like the best for new players. It's a way that people can get into this game in the way that they want. And it's overall going to be cheaper than hunting down Mythos packs, as well as the combined total of Mythos packs. As well, that buying one Mythos pack is never enough. Is never like the complete package. Like, you need to get the whole thing. So selling it as the whole thing is better, in my opinion. As for the player cards, I can understand why someone might like the modularity, or not the modularity, modularity of the player cards. That if you want a card, there was a $15 pack that you could get that. And if you wanted more copies of one card, then you can just get that Mythos pack. You can get more of those Mythos packs, right? Like, I can see the appeal of that. But there's a problem with that, which is that because they were tied to scenarios, it meant that if one Mythos pack was being overbought, let's say, for their player cards at least, then the scenario itself would become rarer and rarer. And it means that FFG would have to print specific runs of scenario packs, which just adds even more headache. You can get overflow from having one scenario be printed out into the ground. And then the friendly local game stores get packed with too many of this one scenario. I personally think that putting them all in one box is just so much more consumer and local retailer friendly. That is just my opinion. Feel free to disagree. Drop me a comment if you disagree. But I personally am loving this new release style. I watched a video somewhere. I forgot who the channel was, and I forgot what the video was called. But the video was basically I couldn't get into Arkham until the new revised core set when they announced all this stuff, right? This game, at least at the beginning, was not first player friendly out of the box. The fact that you get 2 revised core sets to get a whole playset, ridiculous. Seriously, I don't know who thought it was a good idea. I know it was a holdover from some other stuff. But yeah, I do think that this game is going in the right direction. And what this new release model lets them do is it lets them do separate investigator and campaign expansion content if they wanted to. We're not going to say that that's what they're going to do. But it's what they can do now. The cards aren't tied to the cycle anymore, right? And so you can have here's just a campaign, a 4-part campaign. One side of the Dream Eaters, right? And it's not meant to have any player cards associated with it. Or you can have more things like the Investigator starter decks. More things like that. The Investigator starter decks were also great for new players. You can just get one and then get a thing. Imagine an Investigator expansion where it was kind of like you know, if you're having trouble playing with 4 players, get this expansion. And it comes with the pre-built decks, and it has suggestions for like, at 1 player count, play this investigator using the deck. At 2 and 3 and 4, play these sets of investigators. They have so much potential. And I really think they're going in the right direction. And I'm very, very happy about that. All right. Fire Axe. Those were the Mystics, by the way. We've done the Mystics. This is the last thing I'm doing. So we're almost there. If you're sticking through, please let me, I need you to know that I appreciate you very much. I would be doing this by myself anyway, so I figured I might just film it. I need to put Oops in a deck at some point. I know it's bad. It looks bad. Oops level 2, to be fair, doesn't look terrible. It looks like at least usable. Like I could see it in someone like Stella, where she fails, she still deals the damage, but then she gets her action, she gets the charge on the Derringer or the chainsaw back. I think it's good. Oops level 0 though. It's too much work. You need 2 enemies. Why? It has to be a different enemy. Yeah. All right, level 1s for Survivor. Here we are. Seems like level 1 is a good place for exiling. Looking at you, Cherished Keepsake. 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 Leather coat. I wanted to say sweepstake for some reason. Has anyone ever played Lure? Like, I could imagine a situation where it's good. It seems like a very techie card. Don't know about in general use, though. I should probably play more Survivor in general. I love their cards. If you watched, well, actually, no, it's not out yet. I'm probably releasing this either Friday night or Saturday. Shout out if you're watching me right now. But on Tuesday, I am releasing a playthrough of Machinations Through Time. Sorry, not Machinations Through Time. Jesus. War of the Outer Gods with Stella Clark. And let's just say, Stella really gets work done. You know, I don't know if I want to say that Quick Learner is like kind of so core to her functioning that it's almost like its own signature ability at this point. But if you're not spending the first 8 XP that you earn in a campaign on Quick Learner, I don't know what you're doing when you play Stella. Like, seriously. Seriously. All right, Aquina. Wait, I already have Aquina. That's right. All right, and try again. All right, and that is everything up and organized. I love doing this. Just it's so satisfying. All right, so that has been the Dunwich Legacy Investigator expansion. I am super excited for the future of this game. This product is the first that has heralded, in my opinion, a new era for this game. An era that is getting an influx of new players, including myself. And I cannot wait to see what's next. I want to see what they can do with this new format. But of course, I am very glad they are re-releasing the old content in the new format as well. the best thing to happen in a long time. With that being said, please make sure to like, comment, subscribe, and click the notification bell to be notified when I post a new video. It really helps out the channel. Until then, this has been Superfang99, signing off.